which is chemical coordination and integration. So in the last class we were been discussing about the pituitary glands. So let's get started. Okay, so in the last class I told you that we had pituitary glands in the base bony cavity, which we call as sella turcica, and it is attached to the hypothalamus by a stalk. And according to the anatomy of the pituitary glands, it is divided into two parts. One is adenohypophysis, second one is neurohypophysis. Adenohypophysis is still consists of two parts, pars distalis and pars intermedia. Pars distalis is the anterior pituitary. Neurohypophysis is also known as pars nervosa, and it is the posterior pituitary. And from the pars distalis there is secretion of six hormones. We have six hormones, like we have GH, we have PRL, okay, we had TSH, ACTH, LH and FSH, and only one hormone was getting released from our in pars intermedia. Okay, and we get one hormone from the neurohypophysis. We get two hormones gets released, and this stores and release two hormones which actually are sensitized by our hypothalamus and gets transported then to externally to the neurohypophysis, and it stores and release that hormone, but it is actually getting transported by our hypothalamus. So what are these hormones? These are oxytocin, and we have vasopressin. Let's now discuss the role of these hormones. Like we have discussed so many hormones: growth hormone, thyroid stimulating hormone, prolactin, etc. So what are these roles? What are the roles of these hormones? Let's discuss about it. So first let's talk about the growth hormone. Okay, so growth hormone is necessary for our growth, but it doesn't mean that it will have the more larger amount of secretion of growth hormone, then it will lead to our great growth. No, this is very important, that the growth hormone neither will get secreted over nor it will be less in amount. So it should be average or intermediate in amount. So if there will be over secretion of growth hormone, it will lead to the abnormal growth of the body and will lead to gigantism. What is gigantism? It refers to extreme growth in childhood. Okay. And if there is low secretion of growth hormone, this will lead to the stunted growth, means this will lead to dwarfism. This will lead to pituitary dwarfism. Okay. So next we are going to talk about that excess secretion when of growth hormone in adults, like in the middle age, can result in severe disfigurement. Means the figure of the child will get irregular figure, है ना? Especially it is called as acromegaly, and which may lead to the serious complication and premature death if unchecked, if it is not checked. So the disease is hard to diagnose in even early stages, often goes undetected for many years until changes in external feature becomes noticeable. Okay, next we are going to talk about prolactin. What is the role of prolactin? It has the role to regulate the growth of mammary glands and the formation of milk in them. Next we have TSH, which is thyroid. It is related to thyroid. We all know that thyroid, from the thyroid gland, thyroid hormone is secreted, and thyroid hormone is secreted. Okay, so this was the function of TSH. It is to stimulate or synthesize the secretion of thyroid hormones from thyroid gland. Next we have ACTH, which is adrenocorticotropic hormone, and the function of it is to secrete the steroid hormones, which are called as glucocorticoids, from where? From our adrenal cortex. The work of ACTH is to secrete our glucocorticoids yani are steroid hormones which are called as glucocorticoids from our adrenal cortex, from the adrenal cortex, from the adrenal cortex. Next we have LH and FSH. These are the gonadal activity. They do the gonadal activity. That's the reason why they call gonadotrophins. And in males, LH has the function to synthesize the hormone androgens. And in okay, so we have gonadotrophins LH and FSH. LH is luteinizing hormone, and we have FSH, which is follicle stimulating hormone. Okay, so next in FSH, the androgens regulate spermatogenesis. Okay, it will regulate mission of sperms. Okay, and in females, LH induces the ovulation and also maintains corpus luteum. You will learn about it, that what is it in the next upcoming videos. Okay, and it is formed from the remnants of the Graafian follicles. It is formed from the remnants of Graafian follicles. Next we are going to discuss about the role of oxytocin and the role of vasopressin. So FSH has the stimulates the growth and development of these follicles, and MSH acts on the melanocyte